right, we're jotting it down. I've got like a list of things, like ideas and stuff for merch. Bryce.
Azalea Renee first on the Bryce age.
Do you have anybody you recommend to go through to get merch made?
Oh God, there's so many people because everybody has their different style.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same with like getting our wrestling gear made and everything like that. So right now I'm high on MG Designs in Dublin, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
They bust out shirts for me like crazy, and I can't thank them enough. Like I'll message them the week of a show and be like, hey, I just realized I'm low. Can I get an order of these? I'll send them the payment. And they're like, all right, yeah, they're ready for pickup. Come get them. And I'm just like, bro, you're awesome. Like, thank you so much. Diana Michelle's cousin.
Okay.
Yeah. Hate her. Love him. Yeah.
Kayfabe or real life?
Both. Yeah, so he's pretty good. As far as logos go, there's a guy on Instagram, Doodle Dork or Doodle in Dork. He's real good. He can take like just a picture of you two. You send it to him. He can either cartoon you or make it as real life as you want with any type of background that you want. He made this one for me. And then there's McConley Graphics. I use him a lot, but it's more for like my simple designs. So like my Jersey Shore logo, the White Claw logo, just kind of like the basic stuff. And then like the more detailed fine line type stuff, I use Doodle and Dork. But yeah, MG Designs is my guy for t-shirts and other merch. Abe Wheeler, he's a wrestler at Coastal Empire Wrestling. He did the hats for me because he's got him like a little t-shirt business going on right now. So I'm a big supporter of I hate to sound like the basic white bitch here, but supporting local business. So anytime there's a wrestler that's like, hey, I provide this service or I do this, I try to, as long as it's reasonable, to support it.
I will say, make sure you get a test run first.
Right.
I was one of the many people that got flim-flammed by Boot and Heel.
Oh, damn. I forgot about it.
Yeah. Huge shout out to that piece of shit.
Where is he? Is he alive?
He's hiding. He went into landscape, but still has everybody's merch up in his shop with none of us getting any.
It's probably because it's not selling because nobody fucking knows it.
I know several people that have bought it and have never received a penny for any of it, and my ink washes out because he didn't do it right. All these will look vintage. The green shirts I run look vintage within like 4 washes.
Jesus. Yikes. Well,
So
MG Designs, pal.
Yeah,
Hit him up. Tell him Bryce Cannon sent you.
Yeah.
He'll give you a discount.
Okay.
1% off. Any penny counts. But yeah. No, there's so many guys. Like, I think Abe, he's doing like a sponsorship with Coastal Empire Wrestling right now where he's making their t-shirts. And so I just hit him up like, hey, like I know you're doing this. Like, what other, I've seen you have hats at your merch table. Like I thought about getting hats. And so I'm the type that does like a small batch first, see how I like it. And then if I like your business, I'll continue. If I don't, hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I'll hit you up. Ghost you. But, yeah, no, I really like these hats. I think I got 10. I got 5 of 2 designs. I got one with like my full Bryce Cannon name, and then one with just like the BC logo. So, but they come out great. So,
Okay, cool. Who would you say is your Mount Rushmore of character work?
Okay, character work. Let's see. We got Ric Flair, definitely. How many there's 4 on Mount Rushmore, right? I'm terrible. I didn't pay attention in school.
Yes, there are 4. We usually do it of comedy, but I figured.
All right, yeah. So character work: Ric Flair, The Miz, MJF, and then I'd probably say Dusty. You know, because Dusty was that quote unquote common man. You know, so he was the one that related. Ric Flair, Richie Boy, MJF is just one of the. I put MJF up there just because. For the longest time, he did the heel shtick where heel is bad guys. Sorry, guys. Forgot this isn't a wrestling podcast. But he did such good character work because he would literally go to autograph signings, people would pay for him to cuss them out and just rip them to shreds.
Oh yeah,
And flick them off in pictures and stuff like that. He would flip off like 5-year-olds. And it's just like...
Well, there was one, and there was somebody in a wheelchair, and he's like, oh, great, yeah, guess what I'm doing? You can't. And he just stands up. And I'm just like,
yeah,
didn't meet him, doesn't know him, just so bold.
Right. That was like one of the first GIPW shows I went to where Vane flipped
out
of his wheelchair, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on here?
Those Thirsty Turtle shows were incredible. Like,
I loved them.
They were just wild.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a funny Thirsty Turtle story?
Yes.
It involves you. That you probably don't even know about. So my dad, it was one of the first shows that he went to. My dad went, and he didn't know it was at a bar. So my dad, he rode with a couple of my friends, and my dad just gets plastered. And Tall Trey's over here just heckling the hell out of me.
I was going through some shit.
And I like just heckling. And my dad had no idea who he was. And he goes, man, I about beat that motherfucker's ass. He just kept going and going. And I was like, well, I'm glad you didn't. But, yeah,
me too.
So anytime my dad sees Tall Trey, he's like, oh, there he is.
There's that tall motherfucker.
He's like, oh, there's Waldo.
No, nobody ever wonders where I am.
But yeah, so that's a funny story there. Then we went to the Rookery down the street and my dad was so drunk, he ordered a burger, and the waiter asked, what would you like on it? He said, oh no, I just want it plain, regular. I guess he was thinking, lettuce, tomato all came on it. I just want it regular. No, they just brought him 2 pieces of bread and the patty, and he goes, what the hell is this? I was like, you told him you just wanted it regular. He goes, oh man, he was pissed. But yeah, my dad's great.
Yeah, it's always fun bringing a parent to one of your events. My dad is a very sarcastic, joking person, but does not care about comedy at all. If it's not Chris Rock, does not care. I brought him to a couple comedy shows, and he literally asked for the TV to be put on the basketball game.
Oh, jeez, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I like, is bringing people who have zero clue or already have just a negative connotation with wrestling and bringing them to a show and watching the light bulb go off like, oh shit, this is actually fun. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do, because it's just like, fuck you. We're better. Like, type deal. Because everybody's got that, oh, it's fake mentality and everything. And I mean, I think you were there when my knee popped out.
Yeah, I did miss the you fighting the crutch match. I'm really sad I missed that.
Yeah, I think it's on YouTube.
Oh.
Bryce Cannon versus the crutch. I lost.
You didn't have a leg to stand on.
I had one. I'm not like your friend.
Boss of Pussy strikes again!
No, that's a different thing.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Be careful who you date, because there are 2 mistakes in life, people. There's messing up, and there's messing up and your friends finding out. You can mess up in life. You can learn from it. You can grow from it. You can become a better person. Your friends will do a thing called a callback, which we'll get into in another episode. And they will call back at your eulogy, just talking shit about you. And the best you can do is just clap back on a Ouija board.
Oh, hell.
I cannot wait for this roast.
Well, if you need any extra ammo, Bryce, as well as the rest of the locker room, roasted me for 6 months for one bad dating idea.
Nice. I think by the time that this airs, the roast will have already happened.
Mm-hmm.
So consider yourself burned.
Don't worry, I'm leaving my self-esteem at home.
Just secretly wear earplugs like you just have you act like you hear what people are saying.
Yeah, just smile and pretend you're not crying inside. Like at work.
Just Put the Linkin Park in your ear.
I cannot listen to Linkin Park.
Is it because he's dead?
No. In the end, it doesn't even matter. But no.
And canceled.
Him or us.
Yep, right there. That's the minute mark.
Yeah, no, I had a little brother. Do not recommend. 0 stars. And he got their CD and just played Repeat All for like 6 months, which I'm pretty sure is against the Geneva Convention. And my parents did jack shit about it, so like I can't.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, the folks in Waco firebombed their place in a couple of days, so you lasted long.
But they had a halftime show.
Fair. And cancel.
Would you say there's ever an appropriate point to stop being in character?
No. Because there's certain ways to go about it. I feel like your character, if you're invested in your character, you should know how to go about any situation within character, if that makes sense. Like, if someone gets hurt, you can still stay in character and show concern. Just go to the ref. That's what the ref's there for, that communication point. You can, okay, ref tells you they're hurt. You can buy time by talking shit to the audience while you figure out, okay, are we continuing? Are we not? What's going on type deal. And then, like, say a fan rushes the ring. You can stay in character. If you're a good guy, kick him out. Just put the boots to him. If you're a heel, put the boots to him. Really, like, be more aggressive type deal. Like, there's certain situations it's just like, you've got an opportunity to really, and if you put the boots to him, you're going to get more respect in the back because people are like, oh, damn, like, you weren't playing type deal. But as far as character goes, I mean, you need to know internally, what would you do if type deal. And that's something that we take seriously in Exotic Youth is like, okay, there's so many situations because not everybody is trained like we are. Not everybody has the mentality that we do. So it's like we have to put ourselves in different situations anytime we get in the ring because we have no idea what the other person is thinking on the other side of the ring. We could call something in the back and they come out and have a completely different idea like, oh, I'm going to screw these guys. And we have to know how to, okay, turn that switch on. Let's, time to go to plan B type deal. It's just one of those things. And the biggest part about the whole character situation there is not panicking. The moment you panic, the moment you reveal your hand.
That is very true. And just for anybody listening, do not ever cross the barricade at a wrestling show.
And if they don't have a barricade, don't get in the ring. Like, once you're in that ring or you touch a wrestler, they have full permission to whip your ass.
Yeah, that is defending yourself. Mm-hmm. And they fall down and get hit in the head with stuff for funsies. Like, you don't want to throw hands with them.
It's very true.
Rush a comedy stage and fuck around and find out that stool ain't there to hold my drink. Fuck it.
It is there to satisfy women, apparently. We've had 2 different women come on my stool from humping it.
What the hell?
I'm never putting a drink on that again. I knew about the one, I didn't know about the other.
I Lysol the shit out of it. But yeah, no, like, don't hump the stool is a big thing.
Lord.
That we do, but apparently there's something about that just collapsible black plastic cheapo Walmart stool that women can't resist.
Oh, dear. What the?
Yeah, you thought your job was dangerous.
Yeah, we can never say that's happened in the ring, so at least not to my knowledge.
Somebody chops you and says, harder, frat daddy.
All right, we're done here. Pin. Yikes. No, absolutely not.
Okay, what would you say the best match you've ever had was and the worst?
Mm, 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 mm. The best match